first down. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's got room. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here we go.
This is McCaffrey. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes wide open as Watkins. He's got him. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Come on. Slam. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down. Check.
Hey, 57.
Better bring it. You better bring it.
Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Carolina getting set to take the field. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. One interception. It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and 15 now. Newton buying time to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not
way.
the time, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Brian Burns providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Now a hit and a loose football.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turned it over there. That's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
180, 56. Gun. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch over.
From the 41, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
20.
3rd and 2, Newton.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now. All right, the opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
They give it to Williams, running right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, 41 yards. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
May not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. To the air again, Newton. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here's Newton. Dancing to his left. And right side caught. Hogan. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
56, Mike, 56. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
56, the mark for 56. Check 56.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Newton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
43. Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
15. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Nice, bravo. Mike's 5'9. Mike's 5'9. Hey, Rippless. Come on, baby. Woo! You go first.
They do go for it. It's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. From the 45 on second down, Newton. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Yellow.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. Not that time for Watkins.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Newton now to throw. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
You can't block me. 57. Watch the shit. Watch the shit. 57 colors.
Now Mahomes. He hit Watkins on the crossing route. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Charlie. Mike is
yellow.
59. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Mike. Yellow. Why? Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, 43. Come on.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
That's it, baby.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 87 yards, and the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. The shotgun snap for Newton. He's going to rifle one deep. They've got his man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. Here's Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, 30 yards. And the Panthers are a 2-point conversion away from tying up this football game. Now Newton will bring the Panthers up to go for 2. McCaffrey, he'll try to run it in. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Mahomes now on first down. He's got Thompson here, complete. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Yellow. 54. Hey, let's get in them holes. Watch out, watch out. Watch color. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Spy.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
54. Man, I got you. Check it out, read. 36. Yellow.
Now Carlos Hyde in the game. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10.
Come on, D. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check safety. Check 15. Slam. Check 3.
Now a handoff as they run left side. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
180. Check. Watch 54. Know your job. Hey, rip it. Switch it. Yellow. Bang.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes over the middle. He's got Watkins. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 15 yards on the play. First down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Check. Tighten up. Hey, 57. Hey, 15. Crunch. Right on these two. Under 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. And a sack by one of the most consistent D linemen in the game, Gerald McCoy.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Check 50. Go.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first two failed attempts. They're going to go a third time here on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Aggressive move to go for it there. Game tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Check 3.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Give him 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Again, McCaffrey, and he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A 4-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Mahomes to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Ready? 88. 6, right there, 56. Come on.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Panthers.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Newton to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Get him! Whip! Hey, go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sherman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The crossbar, no good. A sensational effort from that distance, but rejected by the bar. And this score will stay right where it is. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Damian Williams, the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. One final try from Mahomes. And he'll run it over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.